My 2025 fashion trend predictions. What's up, guys? Andre with the Fits here, and we back with another video. I know it's been a while. Your boy got sick for I ain't even going cap, bro. It's been like 3 weeks I was sick, and I was going through it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but we back and we gonna get to it. Today I'm talking about 2025 fashion predictions of the trends, the styles, and everything in between. So without further ado, let's get into the video. If you see me looking at my phone, it's because I got notes of things and topics I want to talk about. And this video is going to be more casual. It's just going to be me talking to y'all, chilling. I'll definitely be editing some footage in the video so you guys can see the things I'm talking about visually, and I can, tag some products that I have and that I be talking about. But yeah, guys, and I'm starting with the heavy hitter already. I'm gonna say in 2025 we're gonna have less baggy jeans, like super baggy. I'm talking like engulfing your shoe, dragging on the floor, picking up all the food and dirt that's on the ground on the streets. And I think people are going to just start transitioning into more straight fitted jeans, relaxed fitted jeans that actually fit y'all, because some of y'all be looking crazy, bro. I ain't even going to cap. And I'm all for experimenting. I'm all for, expressing yourself in the way you want to express yourself. But sometimes, bro, it ain't practical at all. At all. So I think 2025, we're going to have a little bit more practicality in our outfits and our day-to-day wear, because it's just getting too crazy. But yes, straight fit, relaxed fit. I'm not saying slim. I'm not saying skinny. I don't know if that's coming back anytime soon. And I'm not saying that it left, necessarily. But in the world of fashion, yes, it has gotten on the back burner and it's not in the forefront right now. But I do see people every day wearing skinny jeans, slim fit. They're just not very fashion forward, and they're not really into fashion like that. But right now, what I'm seeing is definitely more straight fit, definitely more relaxed fit. Like right now, for example, I'm wearing new denims. It's a brand from, I don't even know where, to be honest with y'all. I think like Switzerland. They're super fire though, but they're not super baggy, you know what I mean? They lay just right on the shoes. They're not too crazy with the silhouettes, and I think that that's a good alternative. I know people be wearing, flared as well, and I think that flared jeans is going to have a resurgence this year. As you guys saw with the Super Bowl or the halftime show with Kendrick wearing the Celine flared denim jeans. And I feel like a lot of people just got put on to flared and what flared is. And I think flared is a really cool way to style certain outfits and get certain looks. It's not for everyone, and I don't think that it's for everyone, but I think that if you can pull it off, it's gonna look real clean, real nice. I got a few pairs of flared jeans. I got a pair of Levi's light wash, which I'll probably tag in the video, or while I'm talking you guys will see clips. And I got a black pair of flared denims, and they're from Acne Studios, and they're amazing. I love them, but I do just wear them for certain occasions and certain fits. I think they lay perfectly with boots, and when you have the right pair of boots, they just lay so nice, bro. But next thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to say that bomber jackets are back. I'm not, again, these things, they didn't really leave. And that's the thing about trends and cycles in fashion, is it's just like a merry-go-round of what's going to be, the forefront, and what things are going to be in the center of attention. But at the end of the day, it's just clothes, and, things, come out of trend and come back in trend. And it's just a constant cycle in fashion. And yeah, I mean, it's cool and all, but I don't really keep up with trends, I ain't gonna lie. But I will say I am aware of the trends, and I am aware of the things that people are putting on in this time and day and age. And I like to put you guys on some stuff that I've been seeing, that I've been liking, and some stuff that I think is gonna die out. But bomber jackets are back. I got some fire bomber jackets. I got a Uniqlo one. which Uniqlo is low-key slept on. And I got a PacSun one that I thrifted. I'll show you guys that. I'll show you guys that right now. Fuck it. So this is my Uniqlo, my black one. I think it's really nice, to be honest. It's all nylon, and it's just a simple, nice one that you could just throw on. Very basic, but it'll keep you warm for sure. And I think that like people are gravitating towards bomber jackets right now because you could layer it really nicely with like a collar coming through, peeping through, or you can have a hoodie underneath, and it looks really nice and it's very versatile. Another one of mine is this one from PacSun. This one's like half nylon, half wool, I guess you could say. It's nice though. It's a nice one. It's definitely more of a fitted one that I have. I wear it with like specific silhouettes. If I want to have more of a crop on the top and less bulkiness, then I'll throw this one on. I definitely see some people have been saying that that's going to be replacing puffer jackets, which is interesting because I don't know if it would necessarily replace puffer jackets, but I do see it being a nice one that you can grab if you don't want to have all that puffiness and like an overweight top. That will transition into my next topic, which is puffer jackets going to be in trend this year. I do think that puffer jackets are going to be in trend, but I think that it's going to be a specific type. I think more cropped puffer jackets we're going to be seeing. And I think more experimenting with the fabrics and the colors of the different puffer jackets is going to be a new trend. Or not a new trend, but like that is going to be what's in trend with puffer jackets. I don't think it's going to be just like the simple, basic, black, white, whatever, cream puffer jackets that we've been seeing. I think that those are kind of getting a little played out and boring, and just my opinion. And I think that like certain brands are going to push the envelope of things that have been in trend. I think they're just going to reinvent the way that those things are being made and look. I'm not saying that it's going to die, but I think that is where trends are headed right now with puffer jackets and brands in general and clothes in general. I think the next trend that I'm going to see a lot more of this year is going to be leather garments, whether it's leather coats, leather trench coats, leather pea coats, leather jackets, leather zip-ups, leather pants, leather bottoms, leather flares, anything leather. I think it's going to be a resurgence of that this year because I see a lot of people are getting back into, wanting to wear things that are just a little bit classier, not so much streetwear, not so much casualness. I think it's going to be a little bit more of upper scale, like more formal wear, things that just look a little bit more mature, a little bit more classy, a little bit more clean, a little bit more timeless, I guess you could say. And leather, you can't go wrong with that. I think leather is a great timeless fabric that you can use in your products. And I think that a lot of brands are going to be doing that. I think one of them right now specifically is 424. I think 424 has been killing it with the leather. They've been going crazy with just the way that the leather looks and the aging to them and just the way that they're designing the silhouettes right now with the trench coats and the leather jeans and the leather pants. Like, it's going crazy. Another brand that we know and we all love is Bottega Veneta. I think Bottega has been killing it with the leather. Like, the leather denims is crazy. The leather ties, like the whole Rocky campaign, killed it. They killed it, bro. Like, I think that that's going to be definitely going into 2025 a much bigger playing field when it comes to leather. I think that a lot of brands are going to be incorporating leather a lot more for sure. Now, this next one, I think, it just depends on how you feel about getting into this, but I think boots is going to just continue to dominate. I think boots had a huge year last year in 2024, and I think it's going to continue to push the envelope and become even bigger this year. I think boots is something you can never go wrong with. to be honest, I think every single person should have at least 1 or 2 pairs of boots in their collection. And specifically, I think hiking boots is going to be a great one this year. I mean, I have these eyes on the Prada boots, the Prada hiking boots. Oh, they're so clean, bro. They're so clean. I also like the Reese Cooper hiking boots. Those are super clean too, with the vibrant sole. Oh, I love it. And I think that there's more versatility to that because you could not just wear it just for like the fashion sense, but you could also really just actually go hiking in hiking boots. Like using things, let's bring back using things for their actual purpose, you know? Like Gorpcore, how everyone wanted to wear Arc'teryx, but no one stepped on grass, period, the whole time. No one even thought about going outside and using it for what it's meant for. And let's just bring that back. I think we need to start using clothes for what it's meant for. Not always has to be about fashion, but why not make it fashion forward? Why not make it look good? And then I think another pair of boots that everyone should have in their closet is a formal pair of boots. And I think the formal boots just lay so good on certain jeans, specifically straight fit and relaxed fit, and even, you know, slim fit and even skinny. They look amazing with boots. Like, that's, in my opinion, how you should wear certain jeans that are slimmer, is with boots, because it just gives that great clean silhouette. And like, I recently picked up these boots from Collegium, if that's how you say it. And oh my god, bro, when I tell you, I love these boots, bro. They're so comfortable, and they're made out of cowhide leather, if I'm not mistaken. And they are just so clean. They have a Vibram sole on them as well. And I'm a fan of like more of a round toe, square toe. I do not like pointed toes. I don't want my toes being crammed inside of a boot, or in general in any shoes. I don't like pointed stuff, you know, because like, again, your toes, they can't breathe. Like, you're killing your toes pretty much doing that. But these boots right here are amazing. They did run me about $400, but come on, bro. Paying $400 for a real high quality boot that's gonna last you your life, that's worth it to me, instead of spending $100 every time on Sheen boots that are gonna fall apart. Yeah, I'm throwing shots. If you do want an alternative to something like this, you could go and shop at, you know, like secondhand. I'm sure there's plenty of boots out there, cowboy boots, all types of boots. Just go to your local secondhand store, your local mom and pop shop, and I'm sure that they'll have a lot, or at least something you guys can choose from. I mean, right now, like today, I'm gonna go and check out this like cowboy spot that I found, and I'm sure that I'm gonna find some flare jeans, some nice denims, and probably some nice boots, and it'll be a lot cheaper than other stuff, you know. But I think that for boots, that's definitely something that everyone should have in their rotation. And last but not least, I think that in 2025, a big trend that's gonna continue to dominate is, I think, knitwear is gonna be a big factor, and I think that, you know, specifically ombre knitwear and bold colors is going to be just really dominating 2025. I know that it had a good year of knitwear in 2024, but I think that it's going to become even more popular this year, just because in general, like, who doesn't want to be cozy, and who doesn't want to be clean, and who doesn't want to just, like, you know, stand out with that knit that you got on. And another thing about knitwear is, like, you can make it classy. I have this piece I picked up from Awake, New York, and it's like a ombre knitted sweater, but it also has like a quarter polo with the collar, and it's so nice, bro. Like, it's a mix between that formal and that cozy and just the bold colors, and it's just so beautiful. I'm not going to show you right now, but I will show you guys a picture of what I bought and what I'm talking about. I literally paid $60 for it too. Like, it was a steal, bro. And it retails for like $250, but I got it for a deal, and it was definitely worth it. And I think that like is definitely going to be something that people are going to be rocking a lot more in general. Is the knitwear and, you know, knitted stuff in general. And I know people have been, but I think it's going to continue to dominate and pick up. And yeah, guys, that's all I have to say, and I think that I was able to cover as much as I could. And, let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. Definitely make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. And without further ado, it's Henri with the Fits, and I'm out of here, all right? Peace, guys.